sorry, can you take me through what these...
Yeah, we did an initial exercise to look at how lighting changes mood. And one of the groups came up with it was initially a smiley face, but when we shone orangey light through it, it gave like a spooky Halloween feeling. And that started us talking about creepy feelings and how sometimes it's quite pleasurable to be frightened at the theatre. And then we moved on to make cold feelings with icy shapes, and that gave us ideas about making a wintry feeling, and you can almost change the temperature with the light.
And then what did you go on to do with how did they develop these ideas?
Well, we looked at 3 different ways that designers use to generate ideas.
Yeah.
So we had, we went into the space and we did a sort of box pop exercise with 3 words to describe the space, and recorded those. We looked at thought showers, so we had a session with shouting out ideas, and all the young people were encouraged to draw their ideas, and they sort of led on to other ideas, and that was all about that whole blue sky thinking there's no wrong ideas sort of element. And we got some really great things from that, all recorded. We looked at serious play, and we talked about how in California they use this adults playing to come up with ideas thing, and we went into the space, and I took a lot of props from the theatre with different sort of feelings, like we had some disembodied limbs and things, really spooky things, and then we had really cheerful things and things from different countries, and the group rearranged the room without me going there, and then we came in, they gave us a tour and told us what the different elements were and what they meant. We got some great things from that. I mean, one group went as far as, one group made like a haunted house element with tricks, jumping out, and then filmed our reactions. Another group made sort of oriental room, tranquil. One room went really spooky and had a body and a funeral, and told us how sad it made them feel. And then finally we went on to make concept models, and these are they really. 3 completely different ideas.
What was this concept?
This is Sugar Burst. Actually, we talked about the demographic we might aim our room at, and they identified that a lot of parents come into the school and bring younger siblings. So this is sort of aimed at younger siblings, which I thought was quite insightful really. It's a Hansel and Gretel house. They wanted toys and things inside. This is like a letterbox, so you can post your opinions, and then it can be recorded as part of the project. A ball pool for the youngsters to play in with Skittles, represent balls. A lollipop, which was a lickable, edible sign. They got sweets-based furniture, and they wanted a rug because they thought it was cold in there. Oh, there's a chocolate fountain. This design was called Tropical Peace. It was quite a mature design actually. They wanted to make the room much more tranquil, and they used lighting. This was the one they wanted to use, and to make, they described as angel lights, a sort of blue flickery light, to make the place more peaceful. You can see there's a river in this, but they recognised that water wouldn't necessarily be safe, so they talked about using mirror or shimmery materials to make sort of river effect, and they wanted stepping stones. They wanted to lead people into the room. That was important to them. On the wall there was lights in different colours to represent trees and blossom. They got a table with water inside, which was quite clever. Select your own music on the wall. They wanted to be able to change the sound in the room. Over here was a waterfall with bean bags to look like rocks, and animal cushions in the shape of animal faces. And when you sit on them, they make appropriate animal noises.
Well, it's certainly got both these are very sensory, aren't they? A different approach to it.
Yeah, they really started to think about how to make people feel. This was a hammock which was representing a leaf which would swing, and that also, as you see, has got animal faces on.
Are they cushions, animal faces as well?
They are cushions. They're supposed to be comforting, but they also like the element of the surprise. You sit on a tiger and you go,
bah! I think yeah, loaded with different noises that way. Yeah, that's something more shocking, isn't it?
we are going from getting people to do the example noises for us.
Oh. Were they going for the actual noises of the animals? Or
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah. This concept was based on computer gaming, which is obviously really relevant to the age group. They looked at Tetris blocks. They wanted people to be able to sort of interact with the space and make their own furniture in some way. It didn't get entirely resolved quite how they would do that, but they wanted to involve these Tetris blocks. They were hoping we'd be able to get hold of some old arcade machines. I think they wanted 4, but there was only 1 in the concept.
And you haven't had any luck getting hold of old arcade machines?
I have, but we're talking £2,000 or £3,000 a piece. They are collector's items now. Hence the interpretation.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Another waterfall was here, and they wanted to incorporate the iconic Mario toadstools in some way, either in a fish tank or a table. There was some dispute between them. See, they all work very well together actually by the end. They wanted to incorporate Pac-Man symbols and some kind of something interactive where you could record your ideas about the space. So there were some common themes, because they wanted to record their ideas in this way, and this group wanted to use a letterbox. They all wanted to have a way of inputting your thoughts. This one's called Pac-Man Picnic, by the way. They all like the idea of some kind of rugs or stepping stones or some kind of pathway. There was a lot of wanting to be able to change it yourself, so moving these bean bags around or making furniture that you fit yourself, something to do while you're in there. So there were some common themes that I'm hoping we can sort of incorporate so that every group has got a bit of input.
And at the end of the day, the discussion between the groups about all these 3 different concepts, did they resolve, or how did that discussion go?
Well, each group presented and were given feedback by the panel, and then once the groups had finished, the panel we met afterwards, and it was decided that the most successful concept was the computer games concept. I think it was particularly felt that this was led by the young people for themselves. This one was somewhat aimed at old people. This is how they felt that visitors would like to see the space, and this was how they felt that children coming to school would like to see the space, and this was the one that they seemed to feel was what they wanted themselves. So I think that encouraged us towards this one.
Well, they're very interesting. They have gone for different audiences in that way, in terms of the overall concept.
Yeah. I think it was a matter of literally, because we talked about audiences, helping to try and make them think who would use the room other than just themselves.
Oh, that's fantastic.